64. सर्वारंभेषु निष्कामो यश्चरेत् बालवन्मुनिः न लेपस्तस्य शुद्धस्य क्रियमाणेऽपि कर्मणि यः मुनिः बालवत् निष्कामः सन् प्रारब्धवशात् सर्वारंभेषु चरेत् तस्य शुद्धस्य कर्मणि क्रियमाणेऽपि लेपः न ऐड स्यात्. Again, this description of this Jivan Mukta, Yaha, the one who is Munihi. Muni stands here for Jivan Mukta only, Jnana Nishtha. Balavat Nishkamaha San Prarabdhavashat Sarvarambheshu Charet. It Charet engages. This Jivan Mukta engages himself in all activities. Arambha means undertakings. He engages in all the undertakings. What undertakings? Not for gaining anything which have come to him because of prarabdha. So therefore Munihi. And that Muni shows that he is a Jivan Mukta. Manana is Shravana is there, Manana is there. Further Nishtha, Jnana Nishtha also is there. So he undertakes or engages himself in all the activities that come to him by prarabdha. How? Balavat, like a child. A child always lives in the present. It is not colored by the past or the future, nor it has got any scheme, planning and scheming. So I want to do this for this purpose. Nothing is there in his mind. So nishkamaha san. So not for gaining something, not for accomplishing something, but the prarabdha has goaded to him. You see, he may engage in the service of humanity, possible. Or this person may be lost in some cave unknown to everyone, or impervious of what happens in the society. Nothing we can say about the conduct of Jivan Mukta. It is programmed according to the prarabdha karma. About the Ajnani, no doubt Ajnani is programmed according to prarabdha karma, but there is a will is there, will in the sense limited. The Purushartha, self-effort is involved, with the help of which he can make or mar the future. So if it takes to the proper efforts, then he can, even if the past is bad, he can change it for good. If not so, even if the past is good, he can degrade to the bad state. So therefore, here, in the case of Jivan Mukta, Purushartha is not there. Why Purushartha is not there? Self-effort is not there. He has nothing to accomplish. Moksha is already there, so therefore nothing to accomplish. So therefore nishkamaha. There being no desires in his undertakings. So due to prarabdha only, he is like a child, he engages in activities. And for him, tasya shuddhasya. So for him who is shuddhasya. Shuddha means here the one who is free from impurity of ahankara. Ahankara mala varjitasya. So the one who is free from the mala, the impurity of ahankara, because no more identification with the embodiment. For that person, shuddhasya karmani kriyamani api. Karmani, in locative case it is. So karmani kriyamani api means even if engages in activities, even though he takes to different activities according to prarabdha. Tasya, for this person who has no ahankara, say lepaha na syat. There is no lepa. Lepa here is kartrita. The doership is not there. So the lepaha means kartrita. Lepaha means something that gets smeared, etc. That gets stuck. That's all lepa. Covering. So lepa is covering, etc. There is no kartruta, no doership for this person. Sa eva dhanya atmadnya sarva bhaveshu yas samaha. Pashyan shrunvan sprushan jigran ashnan nistarshamanashaha. Jigran ashnan nistarshamanasaha. Saha eva atmadnyaha dhanyaha. Yaha sarvabhaveshu samaha. Pashyan shrunvan sprushan jigran ashnan api nistarsha manasaha. Ashnan, then add api nistarsha manasa. Or second line you can take this way also. So what after first line? Nistarsha manasaha bhavati. Bhavati to be added. Then further to be added. Kim kurvan? Kim kurvan? Answer is Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprushan, Jigran, Ashnan, Api. This person, Saha, this Jivan Mukta, Jnana Nishta, only Saha eva Atmadnyaha Dhanyaha. Verily this Atmadnya Jnana Nishta is Dhanyaha. Dhanyaha, blessed one. That eva shows Anyaha na Dhanyaha. Only this person is a blessed one. Others who are not like this, not like him, they are not blessed one. Means eva shows that emphasis eva, that only this person, this Jnana Nishta, Jivan Mukta, only is the blessed one. Means other than him, those who are not Jivan Mukta, Those who are not Jnana Nishta, they are not the blessed person. So, how is blessed? He says, who is he? Because Yaha Sarva Bhaveshu Samaha. So he Sarva Bhaveshu, with respect to all the objects, with respect to all the events, with respect to all the beings, he is Samaha. Samaha means he has got the same vision, the vision of Sama, that is the Brahma, in and through all these circumstances, with respect to all the beings, etc. Samaha. And that being the case, he is the one who is Nistarshamanasaha bhavati. The one who is Nistarshamanasa means Vitrishna Chittaha. The one in whose antakarna there is no Trishna. There is no Trishna, there is no hankering. I want this, I want that, such a thing is not there. This Vitrishna is not Vairagya. A Vairagya, a person who has got mastered Vairagya may also not have Trishna. But still that means somewhere there, deep down the cause may be there, and he may get hooked to sense object at some time or other, because still the knowledge of Swarupa is not there. Here, because he has discovered the Paramānanda Swarupa, there is no occasion for any Trishna or thirst for sense objects to come in his antakarna. So therefore, Nistarsha Manasaha Bhavati. When doing what does he become so, doing what he is so in and through all these activities. What are those? Pashyan, seeing, Shrunvan, Sprishan, Shrunvan, hearing, Sprishan, touching, Jigran, smelling, Ashnan, eating, Api means these are Upalakshana, indications for varieties of activities. In and through all these activities, he has no hankering for anything from the world, because nothing that he can get from the world, being full in Swarupa. So, Saha eva dhanyaha vastu. He only is dhanya, blessed one. How do you say so? This is the reason. That is explained now, that his status of being the blessed one, so is being explained in terms of reasons. Kva samsara, kva cha abhasa, kva sadhyam, kva cha sadhanam. Akashaseva dhirasya nirvikalpasya sarvada. Dhirasya sarvada akashasya iva nirvikalpasya samsaraha kva cha kva abhasaha cha. First take abhasa, then cha. Abhasaha cha kva sadhyam kva sadhanam cha kva. So why he is so blessed? Because he has none of these. And who is he? Dhirasya atmanishtasya. So one who is brahmanishtaha, atmanishta, jivan muktasya. So because he is jivan mukta, therefore, and who is he? His swarupa is like this. Sarvada, all the time, akashasya iva nirvikalpasya. One who is nirvikalpaha. Nirvikalpaha means one who is changeless, nirvikaraha. The one who has no vikara, no changes whatsoever. Like what? Akashasya iva. Like the space. The space is changeless. So also the one who is changeless. Why is he changeless? What is his eye? Swarupa, which is changeless. So therefore, avikari Swarupa, that he has discovered, no more identification with the embodiment. So for him, such a nirvikalpasya, samsaraha kva. Samsara here is prapancha. Where is prapancha? Because he doesn't see anything anything other than Brahma Swarupa, samsara kva. Maybe Samsara may not be there, but at least mithya jagat will be there or not. Just as this person says, oh, it is not a snake, but a rope. But afterwards, still it appears like the snake. When it appears like says, he knows it is not a real snake, but what? Only appearance. Means it is the abhasa, appearance of snake. Like that, maybe this person has discovered Brahma, but afterwards, when he interacts with the world, at least abhasa may be there, means mithya prapancha will be there. There is it, he says. Because why? Even that he is not cognizing. So this, he is so absorbed in the Swarupa, even the appearance of Jagat, including the body, is not there for whom? Vacha abhasaha means abhasa is prapanchabhasaha. So here abhasa of what? Appearance of prapancha. Neither prapancha is there nor appearance of prapancha is there. Again, sadhyam kwa. Sadhyam. Here sadhyam means you do some anusthana and get heavens, etc. Heavens, etc. So heaven, all such things, where are they? Means they are not there for him. Again, sadhanam kvacha. Sadhanam yagadi, karma, anusthana, yajna yagadi, to gain heaven. These means where are they? They are not there at all for this because what is there only? Brahma Swarupa only is there. Even the appearance of Jagat, Mithya Jagat also is not appearing for him. So that is how none of these are there. Really he is the blessed one. Is such a person blessed or unfortunate? जगत नहीं है तो क्या करेगा बाद में? What will be his plight? टीवी देखने को नहीं मिलेगा, भेलपुरी खाने को नहीं मिलेगी. Is that desirable or undesirable? Yes, with your TV and bhelpuri, all problems are there. Samsara problems is bound to be there. Why? Even the most sattvic enjoyment, let us say, is it desirable? Why not? What is wrong? No, tamasic and rajasic, let us know. Lasting, the different thing. To enjoy even the sattvic, what you should have first? Body. So long as the body is there, you cannot be free from samsara, problems, sorrows. It's bound to be there. Janma, marana, etc. is bound to be there. So therefore, dependence on body is there. Maybe sattvic enjoyment. Sattvic enjoyment, heavens. But body is there or not? And how long you will be there in heaven? Shine punne martyalokam vishanti. So therefore, certainly it is something which is desirable because the samsara sorrows are not there. And again, it is not something. Look here, another thing. You can't say desirable or undesirable. Why? It is your Swarupa. It is not that you do something and trying to get, then option is there. Let me not bother about it. Let me mind my own business. No. This is Swarupa. In fact, you have erred, that means you have committed a mistake, you have committed a blunder in disowning your Swarupa. Best thing as early as possible, own it up, discover and own it up. So therefore, there is no choice at all. That is the highest accomplishment because your Swarupa is so. See, Vedanta is not just for time passing. Goody things are nice to hear, etc. Some peace of mind you can get, etc. It is not meant for that. So, anything short of direct cognition of one's Swarupa is not Vedanta. Sadhanas means no doubt. That's why Mundakopanishad Bhashya, Shankaracharya makes clear. Brahma Vidya means what? Not like your science, chemistry, physics, etc. All this literature, etc. Studying some other Upanishad books. No, that is not Brahma Vidya. Brahma Vidya is Brahma Jnana is a direct cognition of Swarupa. That is it. Other thing is Paroksha Jnana. Paroksha means so that it is necessary because you can proceed ahead in terms of your discovery. Otherwise, anything short of direct cognition of Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa is not Brahma Jnana, it is not Atma Jnana. However much books one may study, Not that it is necessary to study all the books, etc. Whole life, even Vedanta, do you know how many texts are there? Like that, who is that? Bhargava. Not Bhargava. Who is that? Bharadwaja wanted to study Vedas. And he started studying and came to the fag end of his life. Nowhere any completion. So Indra felt, that means sympathetic about him. He came and he said, extension of one more life. So second life he continued, and think good of it that he had memory of what he has studied in the past life. Second life he continued the study of Vedas. End of the second life, no more completion. Again Indra obliged, giving one more extension. Third life. So, and he continued. At the end of third life also, he is nowhere near the completion. Indra came, and you know what he told? He took to some point here and showed the ranges of mountains. Ranges of mountains. And he said, Vedas are so vast as these ranges of mountains. There is no end to it. Better take to some upasana. Means straight away not Brahmajnana. So take to upasana. Then he initiated him in Shakti upasana. And this Bharadwaja is not an ordinary guy. For Shakti upasana, big yaga is to be made. So he straight away went where? To Kailasa. What for? To invite Goddess Parvati herself. No, not mere this thing, to make her be present there. So, but somehow he met with some gadbad there. So he had to suffer there because Parvati and Lord Shiva were busy in dance. And they were busy in dance. And their dance not for 1 hour, it was continuing for days together. And this poor fellow, so the poor fellow was there waiting at they are not coming at all. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, 5 days, 6 day, 7th day, no sign of their coming. So then Parvati looked at him and smiled as a consent. Go ahead. But Bharadwaja misunderstood. So it means she is just neglecting you, etc. And with despair he returned. While returning 7 days, no food and not Mahabaleshwar cold. Kailasa, he was frozen. And coming down, he fell down. That means he could not contain himself, fell down and got a paralytic stroke. Then of course, Lord Shiva came running and he said, so you have misunderstood what God has told that. If she blessed you and given you permission, go ahead. Anyway, because you are, as a guest, you are neglected for 7 days, etc. So he cured him. And it will be compared. And as a boon, not only Parvati will come, I will also come to the, I will also attend your yaga. And for the suffering of 7 days, some compensation will be given. Parvati also will have to face the music in future, he said. That is how it is. Anyway, but one thing, study of Vedas is not, that means, not means vast. Likewise, so if you take to Upanishads also, it is not ending. Any number of books can be taken to. You take one Yoga Vasishta, end of it. So one thing, right? So like this, there is no end to that. It is not necessary. So what is required? Brahma Vidya is direct cognition. The aparoksha jnana, aparoksha anubhava. So that is what is this. Even if a ready frame of mind is there, even one Upanishad or one text, why even 3 minutes instructions are more than enough. Of course, until that, this study can help the individual to prepare the mind and take to the in-depth, that means discovery of oneself. So therefore, kva sadhyam, where are the heavens, and whether kvacha sadhanam, where are the yagadi, because he doesn't say anything other than Swarupa. Sajayatyartha sannyasi purna swarasa vigraha अकृत्रिमो नवच्छिन्ने समाधिर्यस्य वर्तते यस्य अनवच्छिन्ने अकृत्रिमे समाधिः वर्तते सः अर्थ सन्यासी पूर्ण स्वरस विग्रह जयति. Yes, the one for whom, for which Jivan Mukta, this is that. What is that? Anavachinne, in the one that is na avachinna. Avachinna is parichinna. Parichinna is limited. Na avachinna, na parichinna, anavachinna means limitless. What is that? The Purna Swarupa Brahma. So anavachinne means Purna Swarupe Brahmani. In that anavachinne, the one who has got this, what has he got? Akritrimaha Samadhi. He has got Samadhi. Samadhi is what? Absorption of the mind in the limitless Brahma. But how? Akritrimaha. Akritrima means natural, swabhavika. What does it do? Draws the contrast with Ashtanga Yoga Samadhi, which is what type of? In this context? Kritrima, artificial. Artificial, he has to work up. Yama, Niyama, etc. has to work up. Here it is just natural. See, though Yogi was criticized from the standpoint of working up for the Ashtanga Yoga, that doesn't mean the Jnani's mind doesn't get totally absorbed in the Swarupa. He has got Samadhi, he can also have that Jnana Nishtha can also have Samadhi. In fact, without that Samadhi, he cannot be Jnana Nishtha. But it is not worked up Samadhi, it is Swabhavika. This mind is absorbed in the Swarupa. The Swarupa itself is Shanta Swarupa, which is free from the Vrittis. Where are the Vrittis? Antakarana itself is not the part and parcel of Atma Swarupa. Where is the question? By Swarupa itself is in Samadhi, not the worked up Samadhi, not the Kritrima Samadhi. So, Akritrimaha Samadhi Saha, one who has like this, Saha, that person is Artha Sannyasi. He is the one who is Artha Sannyasi. So what is this Artha Sannyasi? So Artha Sannyasi means Artha means Prayojana. He is the one who is Sannyasi. He has given up. So therefore, why he has used Artha Sannyasi? He has not simply said Sannyasi. What he means Sannyasi here is not in terms of Varnashrama. That is what is that? Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa. Not that. Artha Sannyasi, the one who has given up Artha means Prayojana. Usefulness, utility, Prayojana. Prayojana for what? Drishta and Adrishta. For a common man, there is utility, usefulness, Prayojana is there. For what? Drishta, the things in the world. Again, he has got usefulness, Adrishta for hereafter in terms of punya, etc., so that he can get heavenly bhogas, heavenly enjoyments he can have. He has no purposefulness with respect to both. So therefore, Artha Sannyasi Drishta Drishta Prayojana Shunya. One who has no Prayojana, no utility for whether the things here or hereafter. So, Artha Sannyasi. How is it so? So we are running after that. How this person has no interest in all these things? Because he is Purna Swarasa Vigraha. One who is Vigraha. You know, Vigraha means what? You know what is that? Ganesha Vigraha, Vishnu Vigraha, idol. Vigraha. So, what is your Vigraha? You are also Vigraha. This is our Vigraha. This our embodiment is our Vigraha. So, Vigraha here means Swarupa. So, therefore, what is meant by Vigraha is Swarupa. The one whose Vigraha is Swarupa is Purna Swarasaha. Actually, Purna Rasaha, Purna Ananda. But what Ananda it is? Swarasaha. Swarupa itself is Ananda Swarupa. One is limitless Ananda Swarupa. Purna Swarasaha. That one, he really was. Jayati. Jayati means excels. He excels all the others. Now he says, what to speak of this Jivan Mukta? See, any description of his is short of what he is. He says, Bahunatra kimuktena jnata tattvo mahashayah. Bhoga moksha nirakanshi sada sarvatra nirasaha. Atra bahuna uktena kim. Atra bahuna uktena kim. Add yataha saha jnata tattvaha mahashayah. Yataha saha jnata tattvaha mahashayah. Bhoga moksha nirakanshi tasmat sada sarvatra nirasaha. Atra means here. Here means with respect to this jnana nishtha, this Jivan Mukta. As regards this Jivan Mukta here, bahuna uktena kim. By describing so many things, kim means what prayojana, what can be means, it is impossible to describe this person. So kim prayojanam, what is the use, what are we going to gain by this, by describe this means we cannot actually understand, we cannot describe him like this, it is just impossible to describe him. Because, how do you say so? Because yataha, yasma, because his reason, what is he is who jnata tattvaha mahashayaha. He is the one who has got the jnana of tattva, the ultimate reality, the ultimate truth. As a result of which he is mahashayaha. Who is mahashayaha? He is the great, unexcelled. What do you mean by the unexcelled, or how do you say, what is his greatness, mahashayatva? That is now described in the second line. So, this is the reason why he is mahashayah, the one who excels, one who is so great. What is the reason? Because bhoga moksha nirakanshi. He is the one who is nirakanshi, one who has no akanksha, no expectation of either bhoga or moksha. A mumukshu is not interested in the bhoga, but what is interested in? Moksha. But this person is neither interested in bhoga nor in moksha. What is interested? Okay, we can understand he is not interested in bhoga. But why is he not interested in moksha? Already mukta. He has discovered his mukta swarupa. Where is the question of that way is taking to the means of gaining moksha? So therefore, bhoga moksha nirakanshi. That is, results in terms of either bhoga sense enjoyment or moksha. He has nirakanshi, means he has no trishna, no hankering, because he is already mukta. As a result of it, he is sada, all the time, sarvatra, with respect to all the sadhanas of bhoga and moksha. Sarvatra means everywhere. Everywhere means what? With respect to bhoga moksha sadhaneshu. With respect to sadhanas, the means of both bhoga and moksha. Nirasaha means niranuragaha, no raga, no value for that, no attachment, no love for any of these means, because he has nothing to acquire nor has he got anything to lose. Mahadadi jagadvaitam nama matra vijrumbhitam vihaya shuddha bodhasya kim krutyam avashishyate. Mahadadi dvaitam jagat nama matra vijrumbhitam ataha tatra, that add there, ataha tatra kalpanam, these three words you add. Ataha tatra kalpanam vihaya, sthitasya to be added, vihaya sthitasya shuddha bodhasya, shuddha bodhasya kim krutyam avashishyate, kim krutyam avashishyate. Mahadadi dvaitam jagat, the jagat, entire jagat. What is that? Dvaita rupa jagat. Jagat, that is dualistic in nature. What is it? Mahadadi, beginning from Mahat. Mahat here is Hiranyagarbha. So Prathamajaha, the firstborn the creation, Hiranyagarbha. Beginning from Hiranyagarbha up to any Pipidika Paryantam, Brahma, what is called as Brahmadi Stamba Paryantam, A to Z of the creation. So entire Jagat, Nama Matra Vijrumbhitam, it is only a ramification, an expanse of what? Only name and Nama Rupa means it is false, mithya in nature. So Nama Matra Vijrumbhitam means only a name only, means really there is nothing there, no stuff there, means it's false in nature. That being the case, so what does he do? Ataha, this being the case, tatra kalpanam vihaya. So he has no fancy for this false world at all. He has nothing to do whatsoever with the world. That means he has no business to think of the world. So therefore, totally disregarding the world, vihaya, having disregarded the world totally, sthitasya, the one who remains, who is he? Shuddha bodhasya. Who is Shuddha bodhasya? Swaprakasha chinmatra rupasya. Not even prapancha bhasa is there. Leave alone prapancha, even the appearance of false jagat also is not there. Shuddha bodhasya swaprakasha chinmatra swarupasya. So one whose swarupa is the self-evident chaitanya, the knowledge principle. The one who is like that, so for him, kim krutyam avashishyati. What is there to be done? Means there is no duty. So there is high praptavya abhav. He may do 1,000 karmas. Like Lord Krishna says, varta evacha karmani. Name parthasti kartavyam trishu lokeshu kinya. I don't have any duties, but still I am engaged in the action. What for? Loka sangra. For the good of the people, for the welfare of the humanity. Of course, in the case of Lord Krishna, it is a different thing. This is being avatara. The very embodiment is taken for that purpose. Jiva's case is different. Jiva is a born ajnani. By Purushartha gains the knowledge and final Jnana Nishtha. In that case also prarabdha vashat loka sangraha may be there. But in the case of avatara, what is there? It is not that he was ajnani born, then got the knowledge, and then loka sangraha. No. The very purpose of the embodiment of any avatara is for a specific mission depending on the context. So, and that is why the avatara conducts oneself according to the mission for which it has come. That being the case, it is utmost foolishness to compare avatars. Rama did like this, Krishna did like this. This compare and contrast can never be taken to with respect to avatars, because it is governed by the specific demand and the purpose for which it has been taken. Only Ishvara only knows it. Not even Shuka, Vyasa can know what avatar can do, when, why, how, etc. Even they can have no inkling in what it is about. So it is not like a jiva who is born ajnani, afterward became a jnani. No, that very embodiment is for a specific purpose that Ishvara knows. So that is a different category altogether. So therefore he says here for him, Kim Krutyam Avashishyate, what is there to be done? No duties at all, because nothing to be acquired. Brahma bhutamidam sarvam kinchin nasti ti nishchayi. Alaksha spurana shuddha svabhavenaiva shamyati. Brahma bhutamidam sarvam kinchit nasti iti nishchayi. Idam sarvam Brahma bhutam, add ataha eva, idam, again idam kinchit na kinchit, take after kinchit add vastavam, kinchit vastavam na asti iti nishchayi. न अस्ति इति निश्चयी. अलक्ष्यस्फुरणः शुद्धः स्वभावेन एव शाम्यति. So one whose ascertainment in terms of direct cognition, this, see, we use the word nishchaya, ascertainment. It is not logical conclusion. It is not logical conclusion. It is the direct cognition. So, see, it cannot be a snake. It should be a rope. Different thing. And seeing actually the rope is different thing. See, it is the Rajju Nishchaya means seeing the rope, not arguing and deducing that it is a rope. So like that here, the Twampada Nishchaya. This word comes often in the Sanskrit, Vedanta. Twampada Nishchaya. It is not that by reasoning, etc., it should be like this. No, not such a conclusion. Direct cognition of what is the true Tvam, free from all adhyastha, superimposed false attributes. Now he says, idam sarvam, this entire jagat is what? Brahma bhutam. Brahma bhutam means erroneously projected, falsely projected, just as a snake being projected on a rope. So like that, falsely projected. So ataha eva, for that very reason, idam, all this is what? Kinchit vastavam nasti. It doesn't have an iota of reality. Not even a wee bit of reality to this jagat is not there. Reality means what? That should be there all the time. Even little of it cannot be for all the time. So like this, no? Maybe this bhuhu, narakas, etc. will go, but Brahmaloka will be there. That will be permanently there. Nothing like that. Nothing is there. Nothing can be. No Brahmaloka, including Brahmaji. Even Brahmaji also is permanent or temporary? Temporary. So therefore, Nothing, no reality at all. Nasti iti nishchayi, one who has directly cognized, and therefore he is again, who is he? Alaksha Spuranaha. He is the Alaksha Spuranaha, means Nirvishesha Spuranaha. That is Chinmatra Pratibhasava. One whose, that means nature is a very knowledge principle, free from all Visheshas. Visheshas means attributes in terms of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. The characteristic feature of the Jagat is not there in whom, which is nothing but Spurana, means Chinmatra, that which is nothing but Chaitanya and Chaitanya only. So Shuddha Swabhavena, that is, no, Chinmatra Spuranaha. So that is what Chinmatra Pratibhasavam. And also he is, that is Shuddhaha. So Shuddhaha means pure. How pure? Because of Swarupa Sakshatkara, because of direct cognition, entire Jagat has been discarded and negated, Badhita Mala, as something which is impure in terms of negated thing which doesn't have the reality, means he and he alone in reality is there. And such a person, Swabhavena eva shamyati. By the Swarupa Shamyati means Shantaha Bhavati. For others, what is to become Shanta, what is to be done? Morning meditation, evening meditation, in between Upanay meditation, Upanay meditation, thereafterwards Mauna, which we don't want. So everyone wants Samadhi but don't want to shut the mouth. So that is how it is. No, Swabhavena means it is, in fact, if he has to do, that means what? Do something, he has to work up. That also he will not be able to, unless the prarabdha is so, that he will not be able to do that. Swabhavena means, that means for his shanti, nothing else is required than jnana itself. That's what is meant there. What is meant is, to gain shanti, he need not do anything else. That very jnana itself reveals him his shanta swarupa. In fact, for him, Ashanti, what is that Ashanti, he will ask. He has forgot, of course. Earlier he was Ashanta, no doubt. Otherwise he will not become a Mumukshu. But now he has totally forgotten the Ashanti, he is totally foreign to the Ashanti now. Shuddha Spurana Rupasya Drishya Bhavam Apashyataha. Kva vidhi kva cha vairagyam kva tyagah kva shamopi va. Shuddha Spurana Rupasya Drishya Bhavam Apashyataha. Kva vidhi kva cha vairagyam kva tyagah kva shamaha api va. Add karyaha. He is the one who is Shuddha Spurana Rupaha. Spurana is Jnana, Chidrupa. So therefore Shuddha Spurana Rupa means Swaprakasha Chidrupasya. Shuddha Spurana Rupasya. The one who is the Chaitanya, which is the self-evident knowledge principle. Because that is what his I is. In fact, he can't say even I also. Do you know why? I is with respect to no, you and all that, other than other things. So I exclude all other things, all things other than the I. Like Advaya. Advaya with respect to Dvaya. Even other I told Brahma. Brahma is with respect to small things. The word, that's why Yato Vacho Nivartanti Aprapya Manasa. One has to shut the mouth only. Even this blabbering also has no excess there, but still to understand what it can be. So that is what he is trying to express. So that is Shuddha Spurana Rupasya, because one who is nothing but the very self-evident knowledge principle, Chinmatra Swarupaha, and therefore Drishya Bhavam Apashyata. One who doesn't see the Drishya Bhava, the existence of Drishya is not seen at all, because even the Mithyatva gone now, because Mithyatva provided Abhasa is there. So, this snake is mithya because the appearance of snake is there. That now appearance itself is not there. What is there only? Rope and rope only, like that. So, from his vision, even the appearance also is not there. So, drishya bhavam, the existence of drishya, na pashyataha. Apashyata means na pashyataha. For such a person means the prapancha, drishya bhava means drishya padartha itself is not cognized, by whom so much mind is absorbed in the akritrima samadhi. That is what is that stanza 67. So akratrima samadhi. So for that person, he says here in Swarupa is a vidhi. What is vidhi? The scriptural injunction as to do these things. Vidhi is always with respect to karma. Now, do this karma. That is Agnihotram Juhuyat. Or let us say Ashwamedha Yaga, etc. to be done. Like this vidhi. Vidhi is provided you have to get something. But here nothing, that Drishya Prapancha itself is not there. So therefore karmani vidhi na, vidhi with respect to karma is not there. Kva vairagyam. Where is the vairagya dispassion for him? Why? What is required for vairagya first? First vishayas must be there. First vishayas, no, raga afterwards. See, asakti afterward. First vishayas themselves are not there. Here is the question of asakti. How many of you had asakti for channel TV 25-30 years back? Why? There was no such thing available in India, is it not? I think in a foreign country also it may not have come. Was it 25-30 years back? Yes. No. Then I will say 50 years back, that's okay. so I want when they were not existing. So first thing they should exist, then only raga, vairaga, etc. comes. He says, but drishya prapancha itself is not, vishaya is not there. What vairaga are you talking? Vishaya is not. When vishaya is there, there is the occasion to have the raga or vairaga. Now vishaya itself is not there. What vairaga are you talking? So that's what they say. Keshu, in which vishaya he has what vairagya? Because there is no vishaya at all. Again, kva tyagaha, discarding, abandoning, this padartha must be there to give up. The padartha itself is not there. Again, so kva shamaha, here shama is withdrawal from the sense object. If sense objects themselves are not there, where is the question of withdrawal from this? See, karyaha, where are these? Means they are not there at all. Spuratonanta rupena prakritim cha na pashyataha. Kva bandha kva cha va moksha kva harsha kva vishadata. Ananta rupena spurataha prakritim cha na pashyataha kva bandhaha kva cha va mokshaha kva harshaha kva vishadata. Anantarupena spurataha. Anantarupena means in absolute nature. What is absolute? I am asking English word. What is absolute? I want the meaning of the word absolute according to English. Don't bring Vedanta. Huh? That which exists on its own without depending on anything else and itself is limitless. That is what is called as absolute according to English. It has to be what? Brahma only, nothing else can be there. That which exists independent of everything, without depending on anything, it exists. At the same time, that which is limitless, that is what is called as absolute. So therefore this is what? Ananta Rupena. That which is limitless, itself self-existent. Spurataha, which is self-evident, means Ananta Rupena Spurataha means Chinmatrena eva prakashamanasya. Chinmatrena eva prakashamanasya. That which is self-resplendent in terms of knowledge principle, not depending on anything else because that and that alone exists. So Ananta Rupena Spurataha is one who is like this, of this, one who has discovered oneself to be so, and as a result of it, Prakritim cha na pashyataha. One who doesn't see Prakriti. Here Prakriti means Prakriti Karya, the Jagat. Prakriti means Maya. Maya here in the sense its effect. What is the effect? The Jagat. The one who doesn't see the Jagat, from whose vision there is no Jagat at all. So Prakritim cha na pashyataha. So the one who doesn't see the Jagat. For him, Kva bandha? Bandha kva? Where is bondage? Why no bondage? Means it is not there. Why bondage is not there? To have bondage, what do you need? What you need? Embodiment. Okay, fine, embodiment. To have embodiment, what do you need? Immediate, what is the need? Karma phalas. Karma. To have karma phalas, what do you need? Karmas. To have karmas, what do you need? Embodiment. Desires. To have desires, what do you need? Now you are on the track. Ajnana. So now, one who has got Swarupa Jnana, where is no Ajnana, where is the chain of these reactions? Jagat itself is not there. Where is the bondage? Kvachava moksha. Where is moksha? Why? Because bondage is not there. Where is the moksha? There is nothing, because he is even word Nitya Mukta also relative. You know why? Nitya Mukta presupposes something called Bandhanam. Something called Bandhanam is presupposed. And what we presuppose the Bandhana, that was never there for that. I mistook myself to be Baddha. Means earlier notions are presupposed. That also is not there. For whom is not there. Kva moksha. Kva harshaha. Where is the harsha? Gi, exaltation. Why? For harsha, what is required? Fulfillment of desires. Fulfillment of desires. Where is the question of here? Is desires are not there? Jagat is not. Where is the question? Kva vishadata. Where is the remorse or sadness, etc.? Why? No despair, nothing for him, means nothing is there for him. Buddhi paryanta samsare maya matram vivartate. Nirmamo nirahankaro nishkama shobhate buddhaha. Buddhi paryanta samsare maya matram vivartate. बुधः निरहंकारः निर्ममः निष्कामः शोभते। बुद्धि पर्यंत संसारी। So buddhi paryanta samsara. What is the samsara? Samsara ending with buddhi. Let us find out the beginning. Samsara begins from where? Ajnana. Samsara begins with ajnana. Samsara ends with jnana. That jnana is buddhi. Buddhi is not intellect. So buddhi, that is buddhi paryanta samsara means the samsara that ends with jnana. Atma jnanam eva paryantaha, the final, nasha, the sima, the boundary for which. The samsara for which the boundary limit means the final end is up to where? In atma jnana. That is called as buddhi. Samsari. Maya matram vivartati. Actually that samsara is what? Means samsara which begins from ignorance, ends with the jnana, is nothing but it is the vivarta, is a false projection of what? Only Chaitanya on account of Maya. So that Maya matram means Maya shabalitam Chaitanyam vivartate. The Chaitanya conditioned by Maya, vivartate means appears to project itself like Jagat, samsara, beginning from ajnana to knowledge, but itself doesn't undergo any change. Vivarta is there. Vivarta means swaswarupa aparityagena rupantara apatti. Without giving up one's own true nature, appearing as something other than that is what is called as vivarta. Rope without changing, Rajju without changing, appearing as Sarpa is Vivarta, creation of the Vivarta, birth of the who? The Sarpa. Like that. Chaitanya without undergoing any change whatsoever because of Maya, conditioned by Maya, appears as samsara beginning from ignorance up to the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. So it appears to be so. Means it is all not the tatvika, not real, but only it is something which is false in nature. So in that vivartate, therefore, buddhaha nirahankaraha nirmamaha nishkamaha shobhate. This jivan mukta jnana nishta excels. How? Nirahankaraha. So that is buddhaha. So buddha means this jnani. So nirahankara, one who has no ahankara. Ahankara with respect to what? Sharira. One who has no I-ness, wrong notion of I in the body. And so also nirmamaha means no mindness to anything related to the body. So all mindness is for the things which are connected to the body. No I-ness in the body, no mindness with anything with respect to whatever that is connected to the body. And he is therefore what? Because of it, nishkamaha, no desires whatsoever. Certainly he is shobhate. He excels because he has nothing to do anything whatsoever with desire. He is full and complete. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् सुखिनः भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी